Last time on Sailing on a Whim, you got to meet Dan and Krista, two ordinary people who decided it was time to try a new life adventure of buying a sailboat and sailing around the world. We also try to share with you some of the ways that we got started sailing, so in case you're interested in doing the same thing, you have a roadmap to follow. In this episode, we put our newfound skills to the test by crewing during a few races and making some friends along the way.
Patrol. Morning, guys. This is my third attempt to do the intro this morning because not only am I really bad at this, but I've only had like 2 sips of coffee, so I'm currently in zombie mode. Dan and I are on our way to Lake City again. We're going to learn how to crew on race boats just to kind of get some more experience, meet some more sailors, but being able to take this class will give us the opportunity to go out on boats more often, which will be kind of cool. So I'm just walking to the dock now. We are on Mac's boat. Me, not Dan. Ashley's on that boat as well, and should be a lot of fun. There's barely any wind, but we did make the decision to go out, so it'll be great. From Minneapolis. Okay, me too.
One of the main reasons we decided to start racing was just to gain a better understanding of how to actually sail. It's a big difference between sailing an 8-foot sunfish that weighs 80 pounds and a 35-foot boat that could weigh anywhere from 5 to 10 tons.
Well, because it can rust even stainless steel over time, as it has a little nick in it.
Okay.
And then it doesn't get loose because these pins go in like you would on a normal boat. But we changed this tension depending on the wind strength. So today we would change, if we were racing today, this is the inner stay. This would be, in fact, I had to replace a non-functioning autopilot in order to do it.
Most sailors actually love sharing their knowledge. You learn that really quickly. The learning curve is actually pretty intimidating when you start out, and experienced captains know that part of the cycle of sailing is really just passing on what you learn to others. We all had to start somewhere.
Ashley, what you have learned.
Like with anything, the more we learned, the more fun we had. And the next few weeks of races were a total blast. Check it out. Good. It's my first time ever touching a steering wheel on a sailboat.
Anyone need a drink?
So, Krista, tell us, what do you got there?
I have the second case of beer, and it is all water themed. So we have Lake Monster Brewing, which is right down the street from where we live in St. Paul, and we have the Buddy.
We met so many cool people over the summer, racing, sailing. One of our favorite people that we met was Carrie, who had bought her own boat and was very new to sailing. And she invited us over soon after she bought that boat to spend the night and go sailing the next day.
Oh, they're all like being attacked by something, it looks like.
I'm sure there's...
Probably because it's called Lake Monster.
We were excited just to spend the night on a boat. We'd never spent the night on a boat before, so this is all pretty exciting for us. I thought we'd document this moment quick because this is going to be our first time spending a night on a boat since we decided we were going to get into sailing. So it's 5 months after we decided, and we're here with our friend Carrie, who is being super amazing about letting us spend the night on her boat. And yeah, so pretty awesome. Thanks, Carrie.
You're welcome. It'll be a good night. As long as you can, everybody can fit on the couch. And in the quarter berth.
Which one?
We'll fit.
Well, Skip, what's happening? What are we doing here?
Trying to decide what to do.
Why, what's up? Tell us what's going on.
This is way more wind than I've sailed in as captain of my own boat. So trying to decide whether I'm ready for it or not.
Yep. It's a big decision.
Yep.
It's one of those, sooner or later you got to do it, but what's the right day,
I know.
right? I get it. Well, whatever you decide, we're with you, Skip. We all remember the first time we took our boat out of the slip. It's a nerve-wracking experience, especially with the high wind, so it was understandable that Carrie was a little nervous about taking hers out for the first time. We are trying to figure out, it's a little windy today, so we're trying to figure out if we're going to do this. So it's a little challenging, and Skip is, you know, a little green, so she feels the challenge in her blood there. It's a beautiful day. What we soon figured out is that most of these situations are really just about dealing with your own nerves and not making these situations bigger than they really are. You just got to do it. Well, we're going to do it. We're going out.
We're all gonna die.
I'm not going to die. A little adventure in your life is good. Okay, there's the Skip. Don't you like being called the Skip?
Yeah. Actually, I could be called an admiral because I own a fleet of boats.
Is a fleet more than one?
Yeah, I own this boat and 3 kayaks. So.
Is a kayak? Would a kayak be considered a boat?
It floats on water.
Okay, all right. You're the admiral. Admiral Carrie. Okay, Skipper did it. Clockwork right out of that slip. Nice job. And of course, her fears are mostly unfounded. She pulled out of the slip like a true champ. Day 2, second day, somebody's letting me steer their boat.
Suckers.
They're crazy. We came out, Carrie's a little nervous about. We'd been racing all summer, and this is the first time we were able to take a boat out and just relax and sail. And we were loving it. We were having a blast. Even Krista got into the action. Ooh.
Spider Patrol.
Perfect day out here. We're doing great, and it's just beautiful. Sailing Lake City is not so bad. That's for sure. Look at that, great big bluffs all over the place. Lake City is located on Lake Pepin, which is about an hour south of the Twin Cities. where the Mississippi River widens to create this massive lake about 15 miles long. It's known for two things. One, Lake City is the birthplace of water skiing, and it also hosts the largest marina on the entire Mississippi. Originally, Lake Pepin was called the Lake of Tears due to the fact that Father Hennepin witnessed some local tribesmen weeping along its shores after the death of one of its members. This was happening.
Okay, so this is Made in Rock.
Okay.
And the story of Made in Rock is that there was a Indian princess who was in love with another Indian boy, but she was promised to marry somebody else by her father, and because she didn't want to, she tragically threw herself off of cliffs to avoid marrying another man.
Yeah. And what was her name?
I don't have that, but I can find out in about 5 minutes from
After a little bit of sailing, Carrie's boyfriend called, and so we ran to another marina close by to pick him up.
I was gonna say that's one thing.
After a good day, we're heading in. It was a beautiful day sailing. Found this homeless guy, boatless guy.
He's slamming.
He's not even either. Picked him up on the side of the road.
What'd you think, Carrie,
What's that?
about the sail today?
I thought it was great, and I'm glad that I worked through my fears and got her done.
We're here to poke you whenever you need.
Yeah.
Next time on Sailing on a Whim, we head north for our first offshore sailing course. We stop and do a little sightseeing along the beautiful North Shore coast of Lake Superior.